I'm going to start out this video with something that's not related to the video specifically. I'm just wanting to say if you are a youngin' and you live life to the fullest, be prepared to take care of your body because when you get to be around my age, you will predict the weather better than any person you see on TV. And if you are a little bit older, like I am, I know that all these weather changes have to be wreaking havoc with you. As someone who rode my body hard and put it up wet, well, I'm paying for it now. So, folks, y'all aren't alone. Now, to the video. Folks, this video is about a whole series of stupidity that led to a feller getting attacked by a police dog. There will be the video of this right after my introduction, but yeah, it ain't sane in any way, shape, or form. You can hear a police officer in this video saying specifically not to allow this to happen. This happens way too often. But let's first just tell you what went on in the attack. I've got two different parts. One, I'm going to tell you about the attack, and then I'm going to tell you about what happened with the officer. So here we go. Howdy, y'all. This is Paul, the Redneck Thinker. What we have here is a channel to communicate. I want you folks to be thinking by the time you leave my videos. Why? Because I'm tired of people talking via what other people tell them to think. So, watch my video and enjoy the chance to think for yourself.
You don't want bit! Come to me, man!
Do not let them, don't release the dog. Do not release the dog with his hands up. Do not release the dog with his hands up. Do not release the dog with his hands up. Don't. Do not. Get the dog off of it. Get the dog off of it.
Get the dog! Get out the dog! Watch the cab! Watch the cab! Get the cab!
Suspect. Units are clearing the vehicle now.
Put your hand back. Give me your hand. Give me your hand.
Bro, I have handcuffs on. What am I doing to you?
You could kick somebody. I don't want you to
I'm
kick
gonna kick
anybody.
someone. I'm not gonna kick nobody. I just got
Relax,
bit by a
man.
dog.
I understand that. Just
Man, you
calm
don't
down.
understand. You don't understand. Did you get bit by a dog?
Okay.
Do not. Get the dog off of it. Get the dog off of it.
Get the dog! Get out the dog! Watch the cab! Watch the cab! Get the cab!
Thanks for watching our YouTube channel. Follow today's top stories and breaking news by downloading the NBC News app.
Okay, there's a link down below to a Substack that the article has everything in it. So this is via CNN. A prosecutor is asking a judge to dismiss the felony charges against an unarmed black semi-truck driver who was attacked by a police dog after a chase in Ohio on July 4th. This is 2023. Jadarius Rose, 23, was bitten by a canine after a lengthy vehicle pursuit that included state troopers and police officers. The chase started when Rose didn't stop for an inspector trying to pull him over for a missing mud flap. I'm going to state my opinion about some of this afterwards. According to the Ohio Highway Patrol, case report and footage released by the agency. I didn't want to die in the hands of the officer, Rose later told CNN, saying he didn't know why he was being pulled over and was scared. The pursuit unfolded as police use of force, especially against people of color, is under scrutiny nationwide. After Rose eventually stopped and exited his truck and surrendered to authorities with his hands up, a Circleville police officer released the dog, which pulled Rose to the ground, video of the incident shows. Rose was treated at a hospital before being taken to Ross County Jail, the Highway Patrol report said. He was released from custody on July 7th. As the investigation continued, the Ross County Prosecutor's Office told CNN. Ross was facing a felony charge of failure to comply with an order or signal of a police officer, the Highway Patrol report said. In a motion filed last week, prosecuting attorney Jeffrey Marks asked the judge to dismiss the charge against Rose, saying there is insufficient evidence to prove a felony level violation. Marks asked for the matter to be dismissed without prejudice to the investigation and continues into whether Rose's actions merit misdemeanor charges. An attorney for Rose had no comment on the case. And by the way, he ended up settling. Okay, well, that'll be in the next part. We'll get into the settlement after this. Okay, and here via Spectrum News 1, Central Ohio City agreed this week to a settlement with former canine officer and a truck driver involved in an attack last year. Okay, so this was 2024 that all this got settled. Video of which garnered national attention and raised questions about the use of dogs to apprehend subjects. Records shared with the Associated Press by the city of Circleville show that it will pay Jadarius Rose $225,000 after he suffered bites from the dog that was part of the Circleville Police Department's canine unit July 4th. Rose signed the settlement documents on January 8th. Kenneth Barno, Rose's attorney, said the settlement is a step toward accountability, but the effects of the attack on the 24-year-old will stay with him. Well, okay. Additional records signed Thursday by former officer Ryan Speakman, the dog's handler, show that the city also agreed to pay him $40,000. Under the settlement, records relating to Speakman's termination will be removed from his personnel file. He will submit a voluntary letter of resignation effective last July, and he will be able to purchase Serg, the Belgian Malinois, who bit Rose from the city for $1. The city will also provide Speakman with a neutral letter of reference detailing his dates of employment, his position at the department, his pay rate at the time of his resignation, according to records. Speakman was placed on leave and then fired from the force after the agency said he did not meet the standards and expectations we hold for our police officers. Also a part of the settlement, the Ohio Patrolmen's Benevolent Association must withdraw a grievance the union filed arguing he was fired without sufficient grounds. The union, which represented Speakman, did not immediately respond to a message seeking comment. Okay, here's what I've got to say about this. One, I know truck drivers. I know quite a few truck drivers. And I know quite a few truck drivers that will tell you that driving through Ohio is the biggest pain in the rear end that you can possibly deal with if you are a trucker. There are truckers that do their best to avoid that state at all costs. Why? Because their inspectors do things that are anal retentive at the best of times, and it just destroys your time. It's easier to drive around the state than drive through the state because they actually say it's faster to just drive around the state. And if you have to drive into the state, there's a lot of truckers that will actually try not to get those kind of orders. Now, I don't know if the mud flap was on the cab or the trailer, but either way, it doesn't look like Rose was a contractor, but this would have still gone on his record over a mud flap. I'm not even going to go into that. I know that there's reasons to have the mud flap on there, but that should have been handled at an inspection station, not on the road. 2, this young man has been inundated with videos, which, okay, some people will consider this video as one of those videos. I don't care about somebody's skin color. I will cover these issues no matter what the skin color is. I don't think that he should have led them on a chase. No, that was another bad decision all the way around. I just think that was a bad idea, but then again, no, look what happened to him afterwards. You heard in the video what the other officers thought about Speakman letting that dog loose on Rose. There was no reason for that dog to have been let loose on that man. And then throwing on top of the fact of that he was fired by the police department for a very good reason, no matter what the benevolent society has to say. And him being allowed to resign and have a neutral letter of whatever, that's just a whole bunch of political BS, and that should not have been allowed to happen. So this is a video about a whole bunch of stupid decisions. But that's the way things go. This has been Paul, the Redneck Thinker. Y'all have a good day, and hopefully the weather will not get you going like it's got myself going. Bye now. Folks, I just want to say thank you for listening. I want to thank you for taking your time. I want to hear what your comments are about what you think on this topic, because your comments are what's important, not necessarily mine. I don't care if you're Republican. I don't care if you're conservative. I don't care if you're liberal. I don't care if you're Democrat. I want to hear your opinion on these topics. I want to thank you yet again for listening to my video. Like, subscribe, and all that other hoopla. This has been Paul, the Redneck Thinker. Y'all have a good day now. Bye.